Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Wait, 20! Round 80! Round 80!
Brady now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a play fake, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady going to throw, and a dump off to White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, we got 4 down.
On play action, it's Brady. On the crossing route, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Gordon, of course, picked up in a trade from the Browns back on September 18th. And he really should help a Patriot offense that has some question marks at wide receiver.
Yeah, you're banking on a lot of potential here with Josh Gordon because if you get the total package, if you get the size, the speed, the catch radius, the ability to play the ball in the air, he has everything. Could be one of the top 3 or 4 receivers in the NFL when he's on top of his game, and they need him to be that. Remember, they traded Brandon Cooks to the Los Angeles Rams in the offseason.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
3 down. Check 52.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. John Simon able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They give him a gain of 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
No chance. No chance. Get out. Oh. Easy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slow. 4 down. Check.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Wait, 20. Wait, 80.
From the gun, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Butker now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The ball going back to the New England Patriots offense here, and it's not official yet. They haven't clinched the AFC East in 2018, but
Hold it a second. Not official yet?
Well, they're on their way.
Let me just tell you, you don't need many precincts to weigh in on this one. Let's go ahead and call it. They're going to win the AFC East.
Election day is over. You're living in the past.
Okay,
man.
my bad.
But if they do go on and capture it, it's a 10th straight AFC East title. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way down. It got his man complete. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Wait, 20.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Wait, 20.
Shotgun now for Brady. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Mike's 59.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage. But since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 63 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Stop. Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Wait, 20.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. D. Ford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a safety Ron Parker there to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this would come up short.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
Working from the gun, Mahomes on target over the middle to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in his first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Changing topics here for just a second to look ahead to our Thanksgiving slate. You got Chicago and Detroit early, but then, of course, Dallas late. And it's a rivalry game. They host Washington.
Yeah, and how great is that we're going to get that one on Thanksgiving, because they've given us some memorable ones throughout the years. And it's always interesting to hear just how intense this rivalry is, even in today's NFL. I've talked to guys who have played for both Dallas and Washington, and they always say it's such a struggle when they hear they have to go to the other team. No matter what the circumstances, that's the one team that you don't want to go play for. And they always say it's very strange to put on that other uniform.
Whoever wins that game, the turkey will taste a lot better in the locker room after. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Hey, 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball. Edelman was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Crash down, crash. Run.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Fighting to stay upright. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack. But he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Gostkowski, whoa, he missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Patriots have it. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double tight. 20.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Brady looking middle, and it's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. This is White on the screen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one, because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Brady. That's to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Hey, Alabama. Alert. Wait, 20.
Free to throw again. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
Hey. Wait, 20.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. That electric Kansas City offense takes the field again, and a lot of the talk this year, understandably, has been about Patrick Mahomes, but really, this is just a fun team to follow, is it not?
It really is, and when you think about their head coach, Andy Reid, and his ability to adapt to the talent he has, adapt to how they play football in 2018, actually be ahead a little bit, because you see elements of college offenses in his. You see, of course, the spreading the field and throwing it to his fast guys like Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce does a little bit of everything at tight end. Kareem Hunt. I love this offense, and they're winning games essentially 42-28. Their defense has the benefit of playing essentially every game with a 14-0 lead. So this is how they're winning, not on lockdown defense, but really through exciting offense.
And now as the weather gets colder and they're having a good season, this is the time to be tailgating at Arrowhead. This is
There's no doubt. Smell that barbecue cooking and hear that crowd chanting and singing the national anthem. Home of the Chiefs.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And going deep for Hill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Edelman set to return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Hey, with that incompletion, time to have some fun. And I want to know, at the Davis household, who carves the turkey?
Well, certainly not me.
Well, I knew that.
I can tell you that. But let's.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Mike's 59.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
White 20. Green 80.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
You know, Charles, it is hard to believe that we are sitting on the doorstep of Thanksgiving week. Already that time of year, but it always gives us good football. One of the games on Thanksgiving, Chicago and Detroit, that'll get the party started at 12:30 Eastern.
One of the traditional games, Detroit hosting, Dallas hosting, but in this case, we will stay in the Motor City. And this is the longest-running annual series in the NFL. A lot of people think about Detroit and Green Bay or Chicago and Green Bay. It's Detroit and Chicago. They've met at least once a year since 1930, 178 times total. And they just met 2 weeks ago in Chicago and going to do it again.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Now Brady on the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it third down. Now Brady again. And that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, They're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Let's go.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Check it.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. On 1st down, Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Wait, 20.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, week 12 in the NFL, also Thanksgiving week, and 3 games on Thanksgiving. We know about Chicago and Detroit, Washington, and Dallas. Don't forget about the 3rd and final game on Turkey Day, just as the early Black Friday shoppers are lining up. Atlanta and New Orleans.
And those Black Friday shoppers will be throwing serious elbows about the time this bad boy kicks off. Now, think about this weekend, or think about this Thanksgiving. It has the feel of a college rivalry weekend, doesn't it? Every game, intense rivalry. Chicago, Detroit, Washington, Dallas, and now...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Hightower able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he
takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Adrian Claiborne able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing now is Brady. Allen's got it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't it?
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Justin Houston bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Let's go!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
New England on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8.
Wait, 20!
Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Wait, set. Wait, 20! Go!
Brady now on 1st down. Got him incomplete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
Wait, 20!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
20! Wait, 20!
Now Brady got to have this one. He hits White, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A give. This is Michelle. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Eyes on 10. Single.
Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Let's go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
3 down. 20! Wait, 20!
He's back to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski. Cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot 1st down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. Ron Parker there in on the coverage, and he knocked it away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Back to throw. Escaping the press. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Flushed out right. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Throw. I got motion.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience?
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.